Talos Principle 2. Jumping back in from where we left off. We are in the new area. Northern Sector 2. We're going to be introduced to a whole new system of puzzles. What the heck is that? Take accumulator. Oh my god. Interesting. So this is going to make it a lot more complicated, I have to say.
In the beginning,
now I'm gonna
before
have...
we built New Jerusalem, we used to explore just like this. Small groups setting out for the horizon, looking for resources, trying to make sense of the world we'd been thrust into, trying to find a way forward. It was a hard time, but I can't deny that it was also exciting. I think it's part of our nature to be wanderers. Our ancestors crossed entire oceans on flimsy wooden boats, just to see what else there was.
Is it weird to feel nostalgic for a time I never experienced? I just think I could have contributed so much more back then.
It's not weird, but it wasn't all sunshine. People died. Yemo, Calvin, Isaac.
I know, they were family to me.
Sorry, didn't mean to reopen old wounds.
It's a legitimate point, but I don't think it invalidates the sense of wonder we felt. That's what kept us going.
Oh, this is interesting. No matter how close I get. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, no matter how close I get. There is no way that's the way to do it. This is the second one, man. The triptych. Okay. The only way it makes sense is if it goes like this. But it physically can't because of this red one. Because no matter where I move this one, and yeah, because this needs two colors to work. No. Okay. 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 This is me just thinking with what I have, and not enough of what I need. Of course. Of course. I don't know what I was thinking. That took me way too long. Way too long. The colors. Ugh. That was an unnecessary amount of time. Don't go swimming. Okay. Crossing. Jammer. Okay, so it's this way. No. Okay. I didn't know we could jam that, but I'm glad I know now. Oh, okay. I was like, what the heck does that do? But it does that. Bam. Welcome to the stream. I'm in here enjoying some of this. Not too difficult, but not the easiest thing in the world.
The
Puzzles.
founder must have walked these paths hundreds of times, maybe thousands. Miranda must have stood right where we're standing.
Okay, so we're heading to
This all looks
4.
alien to us, but it must have been familiar to them.
If this was their home, where are they now?
They must be inside the megastructure.
Dang it, I died. I died. I'm trying to see all the question marks. There we go. Oh, this is another star. There's also 2 hidden puzzles in each area as well. So I want to make sure I get all of those, because more puzzles, more fun. Okay, Wellspring. Okay, so I have this. So I have an accumulator there. So I need to get red to over here. And then I need to get blue to over there. Interesting. Bam, just like that. Okay. Okay, so I need to turn this red. Okay. Okay. How the heck? I see. Okay, I see. Bam, just like that. It's interesting. This is probably one of the biggest areas that you had to navigate through. You need some amazing spatial awareness to understand these puzzles. And sometimes it doesn't click for me. This one wasn't too difficult, thankfully, but some of them are just way too much. I'm gonna go to that dock. That's where there's gonna be a handprint thing.
of the most foolish illusions that commonly persist is that nature is a victim and humanity is a perpetrator. This can only be the opinion of someone who has not witnessed nature at first hand, who has not seen its immense and awe-inspiring baseness. Nature is mindless chaos and eternal conflict.
This is a hidden one.
A system
Yep.
of predation and consumption whose perfect cruelty
Field
can
of
only induce
view.
a terrified and unwilling admiration. Nature is our most powerful and least honorable enemy. A beast that consumed every last one of our ancestors and will consume us just as quickly if we are not successful in our struggle with it.
Okay. So there is no way for it to reach both of them at the same time. Okay, but then... Can this hit both of them at the same time? No. Like, it would make sense if... But this can only get one of them. Wait, what? Dang it. Okay, I thought I can get all of them at the same time. I just couldn't. Okay, I still gotta go to 5 now. Balance of forces. Okay. Oh, that one was actually fairly easy. But that's actually really cool that you could keep it powered like that. How is this not lagging the game? That's what I want to know. It's not like the puzzles stop when I'm not
What is
there.
it now?
Why did you upload a picture of your hand?
Why do you care that my hand is in the picture?
Your hand isn't in the picture. It is the picture.
I like it. It's very artistic.
Let's stay professional, everyone. It's not right to make fun of Melville's comically absurd inability to take decent pictures. She's a hyper-advanced humanoid machine, not a photographer.
You'll pay for this, Byron.
Is it possible that on some level, people want to believe that everything's
Oh,
going to
another
get
bunker.
worse? That it's comforting to think that humanity is bad and every solution will just go wrong. Because that way you're never responsible. You never have to take on responsibility for anything outside yourself. Never have to grow up.
This is where they must have lived. Athena and Miranda. You know, for a moment, I almost expected to find them here. But the only thing that's still functional is the megastructure. I'm sorry. This must be awfully strange for you being thrown into all this history. But that's why I needed you. Because you're not burdened with all these memories and conflicts and regrets. Weigh on our minds like a nightmare.
But you're a robot.
Our civilization is caught in a loop, 1K. We freed ourselves from the simulation, but now we're trapped again, and it's our own fault. We're afraid of taking responsibility, afraid of growing up. Instead, we make up some capitalized words and build up all these myths around them. Nature, balance, the founder.
Capitalized words.
We're afraid to face the randomness of the cosmos, but equally afraid to imagine a better world. So we're stuck. I've been trying to find a
Fair
way out
enough.
for years. Something, anything, to get people to understand that we do actually have free will. That building a thriving, expanding civilization doesn't have to involve repeating the mistakes of the past. But I failed. Over and over.
Did you?
Yes. Because this is something unexpected, an anomaly. Everything we found on this island challenges who we have become. It shows us that different answers are possible, and maybe that can break people out of the loop. All we need is a spark. Maybe that's why she made all this, the puzzles, the towers. A way of jolting us out of our complacency.
Okay.
Thank you, 1K. I hope so too. We might be wrong, but let's be optimistic. Now, let's see what else we can find here.
There was a tree there.
Melville, eyes on 1K's stream. Is this thing what I think it is?
Blow my fuse box. It sure looks that way. Best not touch it until I get there. I think it's a somnodrome. It's a sort of analytics tool for processing mental data that Melampus streamed up.
But all he ever did was sketch out the theory. As far as I'm aware, he never actually built one.
Looks like the founder gave it a go.
Huh.
Well, what we know is that our deeper algorithms are hard to pass. Melampus stipulated that the computational power to interpret them in real time would always be beyond us. But in theory, the somnodrome would interpret that data and loop it directly to our senses.
People were hoping to find answers to the big questions by having a conversation with our own subconscious. If you ask me, it's solipsistic at best. It's pseudoscience regardless.
That may be. But if the founder figured it out, then that device could be an extremely important discovery. I agree. The data on that device could prove invaluable. Besides, you may have survived all those data stream overloads, but interface with that thing and you're liable to get bricked.
Sounds like a plan. Melville, I'm shutting this thing down until you can get here. 1K, get on with exploring the rest of the lab.
Okay, but private message. Teleportation? Oh my gosh. Ah. Here we go again.
The singularity sustained itself longer this time.
Did we get the data?
We did. I think we just obsoleted quantum physics.
Maybe. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to be able to replicate these results.
You know, I've been wondering. You told me that in the simulation, one thing that kept you motivated was looking for answers. Do you think that with the work we're doing, we'll ever run out of questions to ask?
I don't think so. Trying to understand the universe means asking the same question over and over. How? How do you make fire? How do earthquakes happen? How does gravity work? How do particles behave? You keep digging deeper, finding another set of mechanisms, another set of hows, Step by step, you demystify reality. But then, if you keep doing it long enough, one day, you run out. You've answered all the hows. You know how the universe works. So, now what?
Start
Now
asking a
you
different
ask
question.
why?
Why? Or
Isn't that the next step?
when? Does it start?
It's not quite that easy. The question
What?
of why cannot be answered. Even if it could, it would only be followed by another why. At some point, you have to accept that it all just exists. But there is another set of questions. What's next? You've stripped away the layers of mystery, you've laid bare the machinery. Now you have to start building, to add your own layers of meaning.
Are you okay? You overloaded again. Yes, I saw. It came through on your stream. Strange to hear her voice again. But that was her. The way I remember her. The real Athena. Not this imaginary...
Sorry, not interested in buying people.
I'd like to think I knew her well. There was just a handful of us in those days. Small family in the ruins of a dead civilization. It was hard. Harder than anyone else can possibly imagine. We had nothing except what Alexandra Drennan and the
Yeah, I
Institute
guess you
have
are
left
number
us.
7, right?
Now that everyone lives in civilization, they don't understand how necessary it was for us to build that civilization. They can fantasize about living in balance, limiting growth, retreating behind our walls. They don't understand what it really means to live in the wilderness. How close we came to not making it. How many people we lost. Yema was just the first. But Athena understood. She believed in humanity. She believed in us. In the inherent value of consciousness. Her dreams were so much bigger. She wanted us to reclaim the Earth, to reach for the stars, to build and grow and learn. The city was already changing before she left, turning inwards, forgetting the future. Once she was gone, other people shaped her memory. Turned
When
her
do I
into
get
the
an A?
symbol they needed. I understand all that, as depressing as it may be. What I don't understand is why she didn't tell me. If she came here to do all this, why didn't she bring me along? She did. She must have. I just don't understand. But if all this is a test, maybe there's an answer waiting for us in the megastructure. Speaking of which, let's get back to exploring. Melville should have reconnected the next station by now.
Yeah, probably, but you're not gonna do anything with this? Guess not. Okay, so 6 is next. Reconnaissance. Come on, pick it up. There we go. Okay. Dang it. I need to take this out first. And then bring it over here. Okay, pick it up and bring it over here. Bam. Ah, there we go. Nice.
That was really kind of excellent.
Thank you. Okay, what's gonna be back here? And the next one. Good. Lateral inhibition. I'm gonna guess that's gonna go here. There's no way for me to turn this. There is a way for me to turn it red, but... Intriguing. Because there's no way to get that thing back to turn red while it's on this side. This is the only way to do it. And I'd understand if I could grab that, but I can't grab that. Like, I feel like I'd have to put... Because that's just going to change it to blue, so that, no, that's not right. This has to be the way. That is the way, 100%. Okay. Now what? I don't understand what I'm missing. Because I could easily turn this red. But then I can't turn it on from that side because it's too busy over here. Lateral inhibition. Okay, I'm not 100% sure what I just saw. Seriously? That is so strange. But I guess that has to be the way to do it. I just didn't think you should be canceling stuff to stall stuff out, I guess. So that's my lack of imagination that did that, so fair enough. Rainbow. So I dealt with this earlier, and I'm not gonna get stumped again. That, and that. Okay. Not gonna get stumped again on that stupidness. I want to know what that number 4 is. Okay, so we got number 8. Remember. Wait a minute. Okay, come back here and get this. Yeah, I can't pick that up. Actually, come over here. Bam. Okay, that's the last one.
I'm impressed.
Trevor? Yes.
Strap in, this is a long one. You may have heard the story of the carpenter who died to redeem humanity's sins. It's a powerful story, bittersweet, very human, and I just want to tell you that it's true. He was a real person, and his name was John. John Carpenter. He was born in the year 1948, and he was the coolest filmmaker to ever walk the earth. From Halloween to The Thing to They Live, the totally underrated In the Mouth of Madness, mind you, he just made classic after classic. All of his movies, really fun, really atmospheric, but also really smart. Even when they were goofy, most directors would kill to have made just one of those movies. And what did he get for it? A big, fat truckload of nothing. Well, less than nothing. The studios, the critics, even the fans, they hated him. The Thing, okay, for example, which is about as perfect a movie as you can make, completely torn to shreds. And his career never really recovered. Every movie after that was a struggle, and after a while, he just got tired of it and quit. He only really came back to movies in his 70s. How many works of genius did we never get because of that? Look, I have a point here. People like Carpenter, people like Alex, they're not always appreciated in their own time. You just get popular, you might never create anything important. Of course, we admire people who did the right thing, who didn't conform, but we only ever admire them after the fact. What matters is to support people when it's difficult.
Sometimes it seems the only choices we have are renouncing civilization or mindless expansion. But that's not the only path forward. Embracing deliberate control over nature doesn't have to mean destruction. We're a species of artists and artisans, blessed with the ability to transform the raw material of the cosmos into new and better shapes.
That's so
Shapes
bright.
that have meaning. With our technology, we can take this chaotic world, so full of suffering, and turn it into a work of art.
Persephone this time? Not Persephone.
Halt, of clay.
Pandora.
You have taken another step towards the flame. Before you continue, ask yourself, have the gifts of Prometheus ever truly benefited your people? Or have they brought nothing but strife?
Without his gifts, we did no longer even exist. Yeah.
And you repeat your mistakes until they destroy you.
Dang, relax.
I've been thinking. There's 3
Flooded
towers
Valley.
per cardinal direction and 3 entities. You'd think it would be symmetrically arranged. 1 tower per entity, right? But we haven't seen Prometheus at all.
We're built to find patterns. Find
But he was chained at the beginning, so maybe they don't want him to speak. But I gotta say, I am loving this game. Yeah. So I need to do these 2. All 10 puzzles here, the lost puzzles and the main puzzles. And then I have to go back to Area 1 and do the lost puzzles. And then there's going to be even gold puzzles after that. Which I need to do. Because I'm pretty sure... Or, no, I think I need to do all the lost puzzles in all the areas to get to the gold puzzles, I think. But regardless... I am actually really loving this game, and I can't wait to play more tomorrow. Maybe. I might be playing a different game tomorrow that I was already playing in the past. Depends on how my schedule's looking.
this area looks flooded as well.
Our ancestors melted a whole lot of ice. After they died, most coastal settlements were
That looks like
claimed
a
by the
water
sea.
tower.
South of New Jerusalem, there's a whole city under the water. We went there once with Garrus, when I was an apprentice. It was eerie.
That's exactly why the founder created the goal. When you go past the limits, this is what happens. Mother Nature always gets her revenge in the end.
This isn't revenge, Al. It's just failure. People, cities, mountains. As far as the sea is concerned, it's all the same. Their mistake was
This one might have to do with
getting there,
teleportation.
telling themselves nothing would change. It always does.
Okay. Well, that was good. That whole section was really good. Almost did it sub-hour, which is cool. But, I mean, I probably could have if I didn't go exploring so much, but I do. But I'm going to end it there. So thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, please consider following. If you want to see more, go to my YouTube channel, Spiritual Zombo, where you'll be able to see more of this and anything else I play. If you don't see anything you like, please consider commenting or private messaging me about something you want to see, and I'll get to this game as soon as possible. So once again, thank you very much. Hope you wonderful evening. If I don't see you again, thank you, and good night.